Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my New York Giants franchise on Madden 25. We're using the StartToday mod for the PC. It's been a little while given the holidays and internet issues that I had, which prevented me from making videos and live streaming and that sort of thing. But I'm ready to get back at it. Just to recap, surprising start to the season for the Giants. We're actually tied for the division lead at 4-1 with the Eagles. And this week we have another matchup with the Washington Commanders, a team that we defeated just a couple of weeks ago, 33-27 in Washington. And we get them again this time at home, and we know the Commanders are going to want revenge on us after getting that defeat. So we'll see if we can continue our hot streak here. The good news is on the injury front, we're actually starting to get healthy compared to the beginning of the year. Just a small injury report now. As you remember, we had 6 or 7 guys on the injury report at times the first few weeks of the season, so it's good to see that the injury report is shrinking and we're having a majority of our starters back. So not much adjustments need to be made to the roster. I've already checked everything, so no major changes there. We're a little bit light on the interior offensive line due to the injury to our right guard. But there's not really much we can do there. I have 5 interior linemen on the active roster. So there's not really any upgrades available in free agency for us to do that can help us. So I think we're going to remain pat there. One thing that's kind of frustrating is our team morale, despite us being 4-1, just isn't very good. If we look at the roster, you can see the morale is just down for almost every player. Costing them about 2 points of overall rating. Cam Ward is, but as an example, he's really a 75 overall, but his morale is actually bringing him down to a 73. So I'm hoping some of these storylines can maybe help us get our morale up. So let's start to go through that. Looks like we have a couple of team meetings to go through. Let's see what happens there. Brian Dable wants to talk about our strategy. What's a weakness that we can exploit? They struggle with pass blocking. Any player specifically? The right guard. We should blitz their right guard and overwhelm him. So what's our goal? Yeah, let's just say gives up 2 sacks there. Hard to give up 3 sacks. All right. So I guess we'll get some sort of bonus if we reach that goal. And here's another team meeting we have. What did you see during film study? We can run on their defense. Good. Any player specifically? Okay. So how should we attack that? Run right at them and force their linebacker to make plays. How do we measure success? Let's see. I think Tyrone Tracy can get 125 yards. He's had a good year so far. I'm going to go with that. Don't really like these specific goals. It's just a little bit too gamey for me. Doesn't seem very realistic. All right, so let's say we got another goal to go after there. We do have some ongoing negotiations where players didn't accept our offers last week. I definitely want to try and re-sign Cavante Turpin here. He's 29 years old, 75 overall. We made a contract offer last week, but he didn't quite accept it. He does have high interest. So I think I'm just going to offer him a little bit more bonus. Okay, he wants more salary. Wandale Robinson is another one of those players. I think I held off on him last time just because he was hurt. But he doesn't have much interest. That's the issue with him. So the contract for our starting right tackle, Oliver here, is up. He doesn't have any interest whatsoever re-signing. That's the issue. But I would like to get him wrapped up into at least a 1-year deal here. I'll offer him a player-friendly offer here. Okay, so he's not quite ready to sign with us yet. All right, I think I do want to offer an extension of Danico Autry here. He is our starting defensive end. He does have decent interest in re-signing. He is 35 years old, so don't want to extend him too much. Maybe just a 1-year extension here. I'll offer him a player-friendly extension here. Just because he's our starter and we really need that. We really need to get him back. Let's see, at left defensive end. Okay, so we have no players to re-sign there. I'm a bit torn on the defensive tackle position. Whether or not we should extend Sheldon Rankins or not, he's not our starter, but we do, he's our second best defensive tackle. We do play a 3-4, so we normally have just one defensive tackle on the field in most situations. So I'm a bit hesitant to re-sign Sheldon Rankins, especially at 31 years old. So I think I'm gonna hold off there. So at right guard, Dalton Risner, he has a minor injury now, but he is our starting right guard. He is 30 years old, so I kind of want to. I think I offered him just a 1-year extension last time, and he did not accept it. I think if I just raise his bonus a little bit, maybe, and then his salary a little bit, I think he would sign. And he still did not sign. That's unfortunate. All right. And despite Wandale Robinson not having much interest, he's not really asking for much. So I think I might offer him a player-friendly offer here. Okay. We were able to sign him, so that's good there. So I feel a lot better about the wide receiver position in terms of contracts. And LaQuint Allen is not really crazy about re-signing us. I'm going to hold off there at the running back position. So I think that's pretty much all we're going to have left. We already have Cam Ward and Mac Jones wrapped up, so I'm not too worried about getting Garoppolo back. So I think we're done with player negotiations. And I think we're ready to kick it off. Let's go ahead and see if we can move to 5-1 and continue our surprising start to the season. A nice tackle there by Banks. The Giants linebacker holds them to just another 1 yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Daniels completes it over the middle, and breaking a tackle there is number 84 for the Commanders. And that's going to be a 1st down for Washington. And Neal gets his best run of the day by far. That's a 7 yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. And Neal's going to lose a yard that time. As Banks makes the tackle. 3rd down and 5. And is this going to be on the Giants? Yes, it is. They're going to say neutral zone infraction. So that'll give the... Well, maybe it's not a 1st down. It has to be 3rd down in inches, as the penalty wasn't quite enough for a 1st down. And Neal's easily going to get the 1st down and more, as he takes it to the 45 yard line. And the chains will move for the Commanders. Play action by Daniels. He's going to go deep. And that is incomplete. He did have one-on-one coverage there, but it was well played by the Giants defender. 2nd down and 10. And that is caught and hit hard there. Up the middle. That's McLaurin. 3rd down and 1 now for the Commanders. And I don't know, they could give him the 1st down. Hines looked like maybe he was stopped there, but they're going to give him the spot. So that'll be a fresh set of downs for the Commanders. And nowhere to go for Neal. They're going to say he lost a yard. As Neal goes to the sidelines, he's a bit shaken up there. 2nd down and 11. Daniels going to run a quarterback draw. And he manages to get 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go. Giants showing blitz here. Daniels getting chased out of the pocket. He has some room to run if he wants to, and he's going to take off, and he's going to get the 1st down. Daniels is so dangerous with his legs. Got to keep an eye on him doing that. 1st down now at the 23 yard line. Daniels throws up the middle, and that is caught, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Commanders. Right up on the post route to Ben Sanat. And the Commanders strike first on their first drive of the game. And the extra point hits the goalpost, so it is no good. And it is 6-0 Giants. Or, excuse me, 6-0 Commanders. Nice throw there by Ward to the 40-yard line. This will be a Giants first down. And Tracy gets some solid yardage there on first down. Tracy had the big game last week against the Raiders. That's a 6-yard gain. Tracy once again has some room up the middle. So first down for the Giants. Another running play. Nowhere to go that time, as the Giants did not allow him to get the corner there. That's a 2-yard gain. This will be second down and 8. And nowhere to go for Singletary. It's be third down and 8 now. Ward steps up in the pocket. He's going to go deep, and it is going to be intercepted at the 10-yard line. And still running is number 21 for the Commanders, and he still has green space in front of them, and he's finally brought down by Ward at the 23-yard line. That was Martin with the interception. And so the Commanders are going to start with good field position here at the 23-yard line. As we come to the end of the first quarter. And the Commanders have a 6-0 lead. And threatening to score once again. And not a good throw there by Daniels. It's going to be third down and 10 now. Big play for the Giants defense here. If they can at least hold the Commanders to a field goal. Daniels getting chased out of the pocket, and he cannot quite hit his receiver there. So it's going to be fourth down. So we'll see a field goal attempt here. This will be a 40-yard attempt. And that is no good. Push to the right side. So the Commanders kicker having a bad day so far, as he missed an extra point earlier, and now he misses a relatively short 40-yard field goal. And still running is Tracy to the 49-yard line. Nice run there. As the Giants starting to get a much needed drive going on here. And they're doing it mainly through the running game. Ward throws it wide open. There is Neighbors. That is his first catch, surprisingly, as Neighbors has just been on a tear the last 4 or 5 games, and that's his first catch of the day. And that's going to be a 1-yard loss for the Giants there. The pitch to Singletary. And we have a flag as well. This is probably going to cost the Giants 10 yards. And that is Atwell. I believe that's the second time he's been called for illegal block to the back. Ward zips it. It is caught by Robinson, as there is a player for the Commanders down on the field as he goes to the sidelines. So that's going to be 3rd down and still 14 yards to go. Ward dumps it off. It's not going to. They're not going to be close to getting the first down, but they are in a manageable field goal range here. This will be a 42-yard attempt. And that is going to be good. So the Giants at least cut the Commanders' lead to 3 points. And still running is number 24, and I don't know if anybody's going to catch him. He's to the 10-5, and that's going to be a touchdown. That is Devin Neal. And that is a huge play there for Giants defense, who's pretty much not giving up that many big plays on the season so far. That is a big one there. And the Commanders kicker almost misses another extra point, but he got that one, and it is 13-3. Tracy cuts it up inside, and he gets 8 yards. And it looks like Hurst is shaken up. And Tracy fights his way for the first down there. Giants trying to answer the Commanders' opening drive of the second half. And that was well off target there. I'm not sure who Ward was going for there. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ward just hasn't seemed to be that accurate this game so far. It's cost him a couple of interceptions. That one's caught by Neighbors up the middle to the 49-yard line. That's 3 catches now for Neighbors. And Davis lost the football. And the Commanders get it. Or Tracy, I should say. Tracy's the one that lost the football there. And that's another costly turnover for the Giants offense, as the Commanders will now take over at the 44-yard line. And Neal has more room to run up the middle here, and he's at a 20. Make that the 19-yard line, as Neal continues to run through the Giants defense here in the second half with another big run. Daniels, and that is intercepted. That is McFadden, the linebacker, and he takes it to the 20-yard line. Not a good decision there by Daniels. And so the Commanders fail to put the nail in the coffin of the Giants. Tracy off the left tackle. He gets 5 yards. Ward gets it to Hurst. So it's going to be 3rd down and short. And that is incomplete. A lot of receivers in the same area on that one. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. I think it's going to be too deep in their own territory to go for it here. So Giants will have to punt. Fast-moving third quarter. And that play was a disaster from the start, as there were 3 defenders waiting for the handoff to happen in the backfield. That is a 3-yard loss. Ward throws it, and that is caught. A diving catch there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5. And that is caught, and Hurst still has it. He breaks a tackle, and that's going to be an easy touchdown for the Giants. A much-needed big play there for the Giants offense, as they've been kind of lacking in moving the football today. And so they can cut it to a 3-point lead with an extra point here. And it is good, and so it is now 13-10. And a lot of space there for McLaurin after the catch, and he's to the 29-yard line. McLaurin coming up a little gimpy there. Daniels dumps it off, but right there to make the tackle is the Giants linebacker, number 58. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. That was Okereke making the tackle there. And that is almost intercepted there. Okereke once again. 3rd down and 12. Giants need a big stop here. Daniels can't find anybody. Now throws it. And that is a bad throw. And that was almost picked off. That's going to be 4th down. Now this is going to be a 48-yard attempt, but the Commanders' kicker has missed 2 easy kicks so far, including an extra point. Let's see if he can make this. This will be a 48-yard attempt, and this one is wide to the left. And so the Commanders' kicker continues to just have a very bad day, and that has helped the Giants. So the Giants will take over at the 38-yard line. So no gain that time. 2nd down and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as Ward cannot connect with Neighbors that time. 3rd down and 10 now. Ward has to get rid of it as he was facing a lot of pressure that time. And so we'll see the punt team for the Giants. Daniels getting chased and he's going to go down for a sack. That is Banks with the sack. So the Giants defense comes up with the big play. It's going to be 2nd down and 18 now. And Neal only gets a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 17 yards to go. Giants just need to get the ball back for their offense here. Daniels with a lot of time, but he's just going to throw it out of bounds there as he couldn't find an open receiver. So our Giants defense does their job. They're going to get the ball back. Giants going to take over at the 14. Tracy shrugs off a defender. And he gets 13 yards after breaking the tackle there. And that is incomplete as Tutu Atwell could not hang on to it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ward forcing it to Neighbors there, but he was double covered. Neighbors just not a big part of this game so far. I think he only has 3 catches. 3rd down and 10. Ward can't find anybody. He has to get rid of the football. And so that's going to be a 4th down for the Giants once again. Hines with the 8-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 now for the Commanders. And Neal with enough for the 1st down. Daniels pitches it out to the outside. And that is Hines getting 3 yards. Certainly a play you don't see often in the NFL. Banks with the tackle, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Commanders. Clock running down, 3.5 minutes to go. Daniels moving out of the pocket. He's going to get the 1st down. Daniels hasn't had the best day throwing the football for sure, but he's able to take off and run when needed. Daniels completes it as the Giants start to use some timeouts here to stop the clock. And Daniels is going to throw it away again. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. I would say the Commanders were in field goal range, but their kicker, I don't know. And Daniels takes off again. He's at the 10, and he slides down, and they're going to call him down at the 10. And that's a big 1st down for Washington. As Daniels just not finding many open receivers today, but he's found a few plays where he can get 1st downs with his feet. 1st down and goal for the Commanders now. And Neal, just a good-looking runner there. He takes it to the 1-yard line. And it's 2nd and goal. Daniels throws it away after escaping the pass rush there. And Neal cannot get in the end zone that time. Good defense by the Giants. Let's see what the Commanders are going to do here. If they're going to just kick the field goal or if they're going to go for it. And as we reach the 2-minute warning, it looks like they will line up to go for it, but they may change their mind here. Let's see. Yes, they are. They're changing their mind. They're going to take the 3. Well, let's see if the kicker is going to make this, as he's missed some easy field goals today. And it is good, and it is now 16-10. Ward coming out in the shotgun. And that is almost intercepted. That almost was going to be 6 points all the way. As Lattimore couldn't hang on to the interception. And Ward dumps it off to Hurst. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3. And Ward's going to throw a pick 6 here. as he was feeling pressure, and he threw it right to the Commanders defender, and that's going to do it for this game here. Ward just getting ready to be sacked, trying to do too much here. And the Commanders are just going to kneel it here. That should just about do it. Not a good day for the Giants offense, committing 5 turnovers, which is by far the most they've had this season. Daniels didn't even really have his best game, but it was just enough. So the Giants lose 24-10. Come back down to earth a little bit, I would say. This is kind of how I thought the beginning of the season would go. Just getting, just having a rookie quarterback and everything. And a lot of that manifested itself in this game. Ward throwing 4 interceptions. Although a couple of them were at the end of the game, and when the Giants were in desperation mode, but still, the team as a team committing 5 turnovers, including if you want to include the fumble in there. But just not a good day for the Giants offense, especially. Only going 3 of 12 on third down conversions. Ward, as I mentioned, 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Only completing 48% of his throws, which is not good. That is not how this is by far his worst game of the year, I would say. And then you let Devin Neal, a rookie running back out of Kansas, rush for 155 yards. That's a problem as well, including giving up a 63-yard run by him for a touchdown. All of that is going to equal a loss, especially against a divisional opponent. So, not a good week on the field for the Giants this week. Let's go ahead and go out of the game and see what the results. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to help our morale. That's one sticking factor. We already had bad morale before. What's going to happen now? We'll start with this one first. Talking to Dexter Lawrence, our defensive tackle. So it looks like nothing bad happened as a result of that one. And I don't think we didn't get our rushing yardage that we were targeting either, just because we fell behind a little bit. So at least nothing bad happened from those scenarios. But I can't imagine the team's morale is going to have any. We're not going to have any benefit to our team's morale as a result of this loss. Although we've been doing good up until now. The Commanders are, a good opponent, and it's a bit surprising they were 1-4 going to this game, but they're very highly rated, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We have the Denver Broncos next week, and we'll see if we can get back on the winning track then. But we're definitely going to have to play better on offense if we're going to do so. So thanks once again for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how you like this format, and I'll see you next time.